Hello everyone, I am Pranati from KL University. Today in this new vlog, we'll be discussing a topic from the subject data warehouse and mining. So in data warehouse and mining, we'll be seeing introduction to classification and their use cases, which is a very key concept in data mining. So today we'll cover the concepts what is classification, classification models, classification algorithm and its types, different types of classifiers, use cases, advantages, disadvantages, and finally we'll be ending the blog with a summary. So as you can see in the picture, data mining is subdivided into two topics called predictive and descriptive. So the topic which we are going to discuss today, that is classification, falls under the predictive category. And you also might have been familiar with the name clustering, which comes under the descriptive topic. So before going further and discussing about what is classification, first we'll see what is data mining. So, data mining in general terms means mining or digging deep into data that is in different forms to gain patterns and to gain knowledge on that pattern. In the process of data mining, large data sets are first sorted, then patterns are identified and relationships are established to perform data analysis and solve problems. So now we'll see what is classification. Classification is a data analysis task, that is the process of finding a model that describes and distinguishes data classes and concepts. Classification is the problem of identifying to which of a set of categories a data belongs and a new observation belongs to on the basis of the training set of data containing observations and whose category membership is known. So, for example, before starting any project, we need to check its feasibility, right? So, in this case, a classifier is required to predict class labels such as safe or risky, whether the project can be a safe project or it is a risky one. For adapting the project and to further approve it, it is a two-step process such as first one is learning step, that is training phase, construction of classification model. Different algorithms are used to build a classifier by making the model learn using the training sets available. So first the model is being trained according to the data sets that we have. The next, the model has to be trained for the prediction of accurate results. Then the second step is classification step. Model used to predict class labels and testing the constructed model on test data and hence estimate the accuracy of the classification rules. So as you can see in the diagram, first the model is trained based on the classification algorithm and then it gives the predicted value. And also to predict target class, when we use our training data set to get boundary conditions, we call this process as classification. There are many types of target classes you can achieve, and let's see another example. Suppose you want to predict whether your customers would buy a particular product or not according to the customer's data you have. In this case, the target classes would be either a yes or no, as you can see in the given diagram. A process of partitioning a data into a set of meaningful subclasses called clusters to help users understand the natural grouping or structure in the data. It is a task of generalizing known structures to apply to new data. For example, an email program might attempt to classify an email as legitimate or a spam. So next, let's see So next, let us see about classification models. Classification models have to conclude the input values we give to the model during the training process. These models predict the categories that is we can call as class labels for the new data we provide to them. So they are divided into three categories. First one is multi-label classification, second is multi-class classifications, and third one is binary classifications. Let us see each one of them in detail. So in multi-label classification, it is is when we map each sample to a set of target labels of multiple classes. For example, a school bag could have books, lunchbox, and pen at the same time. That is multi-label classification. And when coming to multi-class classifications, it is when we assign every sample to only a single target label. It takes place when we have more than two classes. For example, a car could be moving or stationary, but not both at the same time. But whereas when we see in multi-label classification, you can see all of them grouped together at the same time. But here it cannot be at the same time. So in binary class, next it is binary classification. In binary classification is when we have two possible classes. For example, a person's gender could be a male or female. So I hope you understand the difference between the three of the classification methods models. So next we'll go into classification algorithms. In machine learning generally, classification is a supervised learning concept which basically categorizes a set of data into classes. The most common classification problems are speech recognition and face detection, also like handwriting recognition, document classification, etc. There are many classification problems in the real time. It can be either a binary classification problem or a multi-class problem too. There are a bunch of machine learning algorithms for classification in machine learning. Let us take a look at those classification algorithms. So now we'll see types of classification algorithms. There are various number of algorithms in which we'll be seeing today: logistic regression, naive Bayes, stochastic gradient descent, k-nearest neighbors, decision tree, random forest, ANN, that is artificial neural networks, and support vector machine. So we'll be seeing the use cases of the each of the algorithm. For logistic regression, use cases are identifying risk factor for diseases, word classification, voting applications, and weather prediction. Whereas coming to naive Bayes classifiers, disease predictions, spam filters, as we have seen before, the email, it is a legitimate or a spam one. So that comes under naive Bayes classifiers. Sentiment analysis and document classification. Next, for stochastic gradient descent, the use cases are like IoT, Internet of Things, and updating the parameters such as Bayes in neural networks or coefficient in linear regression. For case nearest neighbor, the use cases are stock analysis, which is the utmost use of the case nearest neighbor, and then video recognition, image recognition, handwriting detection applications, industrial applications to look for similar tasks in comparison to others. Next, we'll see for decision tree. Decision tree use cases. If you want to go more about decision tree, I have an article. I have written an article which I have posted in my LinkedIn account. I'll provide the link in the description box. So, in decision tree, the use cases are data exploration, pattern recognition, option pricing in finances, identifying decision risk threats. Basically, decision tree is when a problem is given or a statement is given, whether the prediction should be a yes or no. It is basically classified into those two types. So next we will see use cases of random forest. Industrial applications such as finding if a loan applicant is a high risk or low risk, for predicting the failure of mechanical parts in automobile engines, performance scores, predicting social media share scores, which is a very important one. So now we will see advantages and disadvantages of the classifications. So in advantages, mining based methods are cost effective and efficient, helps in identifying criminal suspects, helps in predicting the risk of diseases, helps banks and financial institutions to identify defaulters so that they may approve cards, loans, and etc. So whereas coming to the disadvantages, some main problems are the privacy and accuracy problem. So when it comes to the privacy, when data is either are chances that a company may give some information about their customers to other vendors or use this information for their profit. Privacy in nowadays is a main key factor where your data gets exposed to many of the vendors, and you might be getting a spam emails and messages saying various information they'll be including in it, but your details will be released. Accuracy problem. Selection of accurate model must be there in order to get the best accuracy and results. So this is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching it. Please like, share and subscribe.